are you trying to serve the audience to make the best movie, or are you trying to serve the audience for their pocketbook so you can get a certain demographic at the movie theater?
I like, but there was one thing that I did see on the internet. I don't know if it was shocking, but it was kind of like a moment of like, okay, you know what I mean? Like, okay, I see what you're doing. You know what I mean?
What you see?
Disney, Little Mermaid, live action.
What didn't it doing?
Disneyland.
What didn't it doing?
Then they're trying to get incorporated with a little culture. Little culture.
Okay. What type of culture? Underwater culture?
Underwater, under the sea, under the sea. You know what? Now that I think about that, it kind of does make sense. Now, if you want to go back to the original movie, you know, the crab was what? Jamaican or Caribbean?
Right near the beach.
Right near the beach, man. Ariel, obviously, the main star, is being played by, what's her name? I just remember her from Grownish. She was one of the twins, athlete twins, track star, Grownish, the cute one. Who was she dating? She wasn't dating Doug. She was always the mysterious girl. She was dating somebody. What the hell is her name?
I don't know the actress's name.
God damn it.
You talking about the one that's playing
Ariel. Yeah.
It's a, this is the new Little Mermaid movie that's coming out for Disney. You know, they on this pattern of basically making us pay money to remake the same shit, but live action.
But live. Tell me Marvel wasn't the brilliant plan ever. It was the multi-billion-dollar thing that they've ever done.
For money, yeah.
Yes.
Obviously. It was a great business move. But as far as from a creative standpoint, you got the originals. Like it's not like you're taking those stories and you're creating a new movie with the same characters. You're just redoing the same thing.
Yeah, I was gonna say Aladdin. Aladdin, I love though.
Well, I feel like Aladdin was a little different. I think they took some liberties with that,
right?
Which was cool. But like the movies, like what movies did they have? Was it Beauty and the Beast?
Beauty and the Beast. It was
and
a nice
Lion
movie.
King. Those were spitting images.
Yeah.
Of the animated.
Book.
Like it was exactly that. It was just live action. So I'm like, okay, there was nothing wrong with them.
Right.
They weren't bad movies. It's just like,
movies.
were they necessary? But basically, she'd been taking a lot of heat, and the internet's been kind of going on saying, "Not my mermaid."
That's crazy. You know what? I get that. I get it.
What you think?
You know what? Ever since Black Panther was introduced to Disney, no. Let me shut up. Let me go back before that because there was that Princess and the Frog movie.
That was a good movie, though.
It was.
I like that movie.
It was, but whenever
my daughter likes that movie too.
Whenever you can get the black culture involved, it's a hit.
How do you feel about having a more melanin toned mermaid?
I'll put it to you this way. I'm actually excited. I'm glad. I'm happy for it because I like her as an actual actor. Like I mentioned, I liked her in Grownish. She was great, right? I really didn't think about it in that aspect, but I mean, yeah. If we're trying to talk about reenacting a movie which everyone knows is a more, what's the proper word? Pale skin? Do you say pale skin or is that offensive? Is pale skin?
Somebody gonna be offended.
Damn it. So just say white. Is white offensive? Caucasian. Damn
white,
it.
Bro.
Well, what am I supposed to say? What am I supposed to say? Just white. She was white. Italian. That's better. No, she's not Italian.
Wood.
She was a mermaid. She was a mermaid. She's a mermaid, okay? I don't know.
It's that prison talk.
All right. Yes, now Halle Bailey is black. You know, but is the movie out yet? Did you see the movie? How did you feel when you watched the movie? Why are we criticizing something yet and we haven't seen it? Shit, the genie was blue, but he was a black dude.
But I don't think
Robert Williams wasn't black, was he? But he was the best fucking genie there was.
Right.
What's the difference?
There really isn't from that concept. I don't have a problem with it. Me personally. The Little Mermaid is not a movie I'm looking forward to seeing. You know, it's not something that's on my radar. So
it's Disney.
As
you
far as
gotta
my
see
level,
it.
as far as my level of importance, it's not. It's really. It doesn't really resonate with me. But
that's different.
From looking at it, I'm like, I saw the trailer. I'm like, okay, cool. The girl can sing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So ain't no shortchanging on that. But I do question this because I have no problem with it being black. Because let me say this first before I say what I want to say next. First thing, for the people out there that's getting really upset that oh, that ain't my mermaid. My mermaid was white, blah, blah, blah. You know, that type of shit. Shut up.
Damn.
Shut up.
Damn.
It's a mermaid.
Right.
It ain't real to begin with.
Oh, fuck.
So
They come in all
what
shapes,
matters
colors.
what race it is. It ain't a real fucking thing. You talking about a talking crab here. These things don't exist. But we over here arguing over if the mermaid is black and all this.
Right.
That's stupid. That's just a dumbass conversation, a very low intelligent conversation. Put that aside. However, I will say this. I do feel that the woke culture, I don't like being, I guess you would say, pandered to.
What do you mean pandered to? Come on, man, with your word.
Pandered. I don't like being pandered to. And I feel like this to me is an attempt that way. You brought up some good examples earlier. The Princess and the Frog. That's not pandering to nobody. That is an original story where it just happened to be a black princess and mainly all black cast. Black Panther is an original comic book that they adapted into a motion picture, which was all black cast, just like it is in the source material. You're taking something that already exists and putting it to the screen.
Right.
Or you created something new, something brand new. I don't like pandering because it feels like to me that sometimes they will do this just so they can get the favorability of a certain demographic to go see it.
And that's what I was
And I feel like that to me that's not genuine. It feels like you have another motive or agenda of not pure creation.
Okay. I see where you're going with that.
So are you trying to serve the audience to make the best movie, or are you trying to serve the audience for their pocketbook so you can get a certain demographic at the movie theater?
I like that. I like what you're saying.
And I feel like that this is an example now, and this has nothing to do with this actress. This has nothing. This is no discredit to her.
She's good.
She's probably gonna do a crazy job. Like I said earlier, she already can sing, so that's locked down.
Right.
Like that's not gonna be a problem. There's plenty of black characters that you can have guys play that already exists, or you can create new ones. You know, they made your character who was a straight character and made them homosexual. What's the purpose behind it? Or is your purpose to make a compelling story, or is your purpose to basically reach a demographic to pander to them so you can get their money so they can go sit in the movie theater? Because a lot of people would argue to say it's about representation. And I'll be honest with you, I don't think that that's always the argument all the time. I think that's in some cases representation. I think Black Panther is an example of representation.
I was all black.
I feel like but I think that was a character that already exists, a very known Marvel character, and I feel like they made an excellent movie with that.
Very true.
And it made a lot of money.
Very true.
It's actually, and to speak on it, it's the only Marvel movie that's ever been nominated for Best Picture.
What's the dude's name in this picture?
Who?
Like who's the man, the dude that sweeps the girl off her feet sweeps feet on her? I have
no idea. I don't even know if that's even out yet. I don't know.
Is he black or white?
I have no idea.
If he's white, then I ain't got no. Then the story's intact. You're just saying that she's a really good actor and she's a really good singer. That is why we picked her for this live action role.
What would be wrong with that?
Then I can definitely tell that they're pandering towards a specific demographic to try to get us to watch. I think it strengthens
your case, but I agree with Rob. I think Rob makes a lot of great points.
No, I believe it 100% too.
Points. Like, to me, it's like just make a new character. You know what I mean? Because when I seen it, I was just like, oh shit, like this is dope. Like they about to like re-up the whole Little Mermaid thing. And then as I went through the trailer and I got to the end, I'm like, damn, she's black. You know what I mean? I was just like, at first I didn't really know how to feel about it. I was just like, all right, it's cool, But then again, I'm like,
it's the feeling of, I think you got the same feeling I have. My feeling is not because she's black. I'm like, oh, why is she black?
Right.
That's not it. It's I'm looking at it from the people that are creating the movie.
Yes.
Behind the scenes. What are you trying to make me feel? Like, are you trying to pander to me? Because me as a black man, I'm like, I'm looking at it and I'm like, that's great. I'm happy for her. I'm sure she's gonna get a bag for playing this role. This has nothing to do with her. She's probably gonna do an excellent job.
Right.
But I'm like, what is the purpose of you doing this? Or basically, are you doing this for other reason outside of her own talent? Are you doing this basically because you want to capitalize on different demographics and you want to pander?
Only time will tell.
And we don't like, and I'll be honest with you, a lot of people don't like being pandered to.
There is a point of who's casting what, and I feel like if I could see everything in its entirety, you would have a better opportunity of judging it, which once again goes back to what I'm saying. How the fuck are you judging the movie before it came out? How did it make you feel?
I don't think they're judging the movie, though.
They're judging the fact that they're trying to change something up, and I get it, but who you mad at? Who you angry at? Who's taking the blame? Who's taking the responsibility for this change?
Well, I don't think it's necessarily blame that needs to happen. I think that's the wrong word to look at it. And like I said, that's why I said before I even said my position on this whole thing, anybody that's mad that the Little Mermaid is black, if you're actually angry about that, you're an idiot. Like, you're just an idiot because you're what's the it's a fictional character.
Right.
It's a mermaid. It don't exist. You got talking sea creatures. What the fuck is you talking about? It doesn't matter. That part doesn't matter. I'm questioning the authenticity and the intentions of the production company that's making it on making the movie. Do you really want representation, true representation, or are you trying to pander to the audience to get their money? And that's the part why I don't like about it. And I don't like seeing patterns like this in movies, in shows, and stuff like that. I just don't. It's
maybe it's them trying to, wrong or right, or right or wrong. You know what I mean?
That's a good point.
Maybe they know in the past there hasn't been predominantly black starring actors or actresses, cartoons, whatever you want to say.
Right.
And now that they understand that, there's a huge demographic of people who are wanting and willing to see these types of movies. Now maybe it's their way of saying, you know what, we have in the past shine light on a specific type, and now how about we diverse into this cultural thing? Maybe we don't have an ability of making anything new right now that people can really gravitate to.
Why can't they?
That's a really good point.
I mean,
the number one goal of a movie or a book or anything where that's supposed to be consumed for entertainment is to make a good product. And you can do that. You can create a good story and create brand new characters that people can like and enjoy and relate to and stuff like that. And I feel like that would be more organic. Like, that's how Black Panther felt like that. There was an origin story with that character and the entire universe that it's involved in, and they basically depicted that on screen.